Hey now, it's Steve Severs for Bionic Buzz. We're here at the Paley Center for Media here in Beverly Hills for celebrating 35 years of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and their latest animated series, Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Nickelodeon. It's going to be amazing red carpet. Let's go see who we can talk to. How's it feel to be here celebrating 35 years of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? You got the Turtles here, the kids are loving it.
This is incredible. Being here is a dream come true at the Paley Center and get to interact with these larger-than-life characters. To be part of this franchise is such an honor, and it's so far-reaching, and it's touched so many people. It's very humbling. It's great.
All right, so Arcade 1-Up has just released the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game here. Who did you play as back in the day?
I think I was always No, I was probably Leo. Yeah. I was probably a Leo. Back in the day, it was always pretty cool. But nowadays, I think I'm more of a Raph, or if I were to be honest, Splinter. I think I'm more Splinter now than Turtle. So, that's kind of how it goes.
Cool. Well, here at Bionic Buzz, we're all about people's passion. Where did your passion for animation filmmaking kind of come from that made you want to get in the industry?
I was always a student of the old Warner Brothers cartoons. I think watching the old Bugs Bunny cartoons made me want to be an animator, be an artist, knowing the difference between, a Chuck Jones directed episode versus a Tex Avery episode, and it was just kind of, became my obsession.
Very cool. I love that. All right. Anything coming up you want to talk about or promote?
No, we're just continuing, rocking and rolling. Yeah. Season 1 of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we're going to some really, really fun places. I think the storyline is really kicking into high gear, and we have a lot of big surprises coming into Season 1, and then we're going to roll right into Season 2, and it's going to be a crazy, crazy, fun experience.
All right, how's it feel to be here at the Paley Center? I see you've been here before in other events.
I have been to the Paley Center before. As your viewers can see, it's a pretty remarkable place, and I highly recommend it. When you come to LA to visit Hollywood and Beverly Hills, do stop at the Paley Center, and in New York as well. They're both remarkable places to get a really great feel for the breadth and the importance of the culture of television. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. I mean, we're celebrating 35 years of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, it's pretty amazing. You get to be a part of. I mean, you've been part of a lot of different cool franchises. But
I'll tell you what, Steve. You're looking at 50% of the Ninja Turtles and one middle-aged guy from Michigan.
Yeah.
And now I direct this show. I'm the voice director on the Rise of the TMNT. But I was Raphael when you were a little guy, and then I got to be Donatello for 5 years at the good graces of Nickelodeon and Viacom, and now I guess they figured, well, there's nobody in Hollywood with too much more turtle DNA than me. So here I am, and boy, what a pleasure. Talk about a multi-generational franchise.
Yeah.
This is crazy. And what we see here today is what happens all the time, whether it's at a Comic-Con, any other event in which Turtles is celebrated, or pop culture in general. This franchise has had a profoundly positive effect on millions of people. It goes way beyond an action figure. Look, I'm a capitalist, I get it. But the way people connect with these characters and they share it with their own families, it's way beyond a paycheck or an action figure, and I'm very, very proud to be part of it.
Speaking of Comic-Con, you got that coming up. You're going to be Animaniacs Live down there, I assume?
We are. Thank you very much. We're going to be doing an evening of Animaniacs music, Animaniacs in concert at the Balboa Theater on July 18th. We're about half sold out, so thank you for suggesting that. You can go to Animaniacs in Concert or Animaniacs Live, they kind of crossover.com, and get a ticket to see people saying United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, with a band and everything. It'll be a lot of fun.
Awesome. All right, so here at Bionic Buzz, we're about people's passion. I wonder where your passion for voiceover and animation originally come from. Certain cartoon inspired you? Where as a kid, were you always doing voices, getting in trouble in school?
All of the above, including the latter. But my trouble was not anything violent. I think I probably was a bit of a smart ass, and that served me well, being Raphael and Yakko and a couple of other characters. No, I was driven by a deep love of comedy. Usual Suspects, Jonathan Winters, Red Skelton, Lucille Ball, Carol Burnett. Tim Conway, Harvey Korman, all those people, but also a huge fan of the Pythons, Peter Sellers, the Goons, all those different genii inspired people like me and Maurice LaMarche and Frank Welker and Tress MacNeille to pursue creating character voices. But when I moved to LA in 1978, I've been here 41 years, it was not to do animation, it was to do live action. And I was. But one thing you learn very early on is that there are a million average-looking kids from Michigan and wherever else in the world who want to be in the moving picture business. So I was doing live action, doing a lot of commercials and episodic television. But when the opportunity came to read for animation, I jumped on it specifically because I was only limited by my talent and by the chops I could bring to a character, not how I looked. And I'll be damned, 40 years later, they still don't care how I look, which is a wonderful thing for a person, for any actor, to not be limited by this. I'm only limited by this, and by this, and by this, and turtle power, and who cares? You know, it's just a lot of fun.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy.